So today we are playing the Desperate Housewives game. I haven't actually played this before, so we will jump right in. Alan and Dave. And like, what's the first line of the first episode of Desperate Housewives? I actually don't know.
My name is Mary Alice Young. When I recall my time on Wisteria Lane, I think mostly of good things. Well-maintained lawns, and even better maintained housewife. Of course, there is another side to life on this idyllic street, a darker side. One that my friends and neighbors would do anything to cover up. While we all wish to be the person our neighbors envision us to be, there are always secrets we don't want our neighbors to know. Some are secrets in name only, out in the open for all the world to see. While others find that no matter how much they try to conceal the truth, somehow things always find a way to come back to the surface.
Well,
As
not
the most
twist.
successful real estate broker in town, Edie Britt has always understood the importance of first impressions. A bad first impression can cause a prospective buyer to question their decision. A strong impression will allow
Listen
you
to
to beat
this.
prospective buyers to the punch. However, first impressions can often be misleading. When Edie first met her new neighbors, she thought she had met the perfect family. But as Edie and everyone else in the neighborhood will soon find out, there's no such thing as the perfect family.
Welcome to Wisteria Lane.
What else? She's persistent, isn't she? Knock, 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 knock. I'm not very good at conversations.
Okay. As Fairview's #1 real estate broker for 2 years running, I feel it's my obligation to show you around your new house. Do you mind if I come in?
If you've already bought the house, why would she need to show you around the house? She's already come in as well. Fair point, that was kind of my reaction. Make yourself at home. Apparently, I have no choice in the matter. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like it is a bit mixed between these two.
Thanks. Now let me give you a little dirt on this place.
Just didn't care. Total.
Sometimes you typically see this house was actually built on an ancient Indian burial ground.
Ooh,
Wow, I
exciting.
didn't think you'd be excited about that. You're kind of weird, you know that?
Definitely been told that before.
Fortunately, I was just kidding. Besides, do you think I'd really tell you if it was? What kind of a saleswoman would I be?
Hello, I'm Bree Vandekamp.
And my mouth doesn't move. Hey Susan, why don't you tell me a little about yourself? Are you married? Do you have children?
Oh, I'm not married anymore. Just call me Susan.
Call me Susan. Who do we go to? Well, bet your husband's hands are sore from all the spanking you must have to do. What? My son had his fair share of adventures, but in the end, he learnt from his lessons. My husband handed down on his behind. Jesus, this woman.
My husband and I don't believe in hitting our children. Don't get me wrong, we punish them, but in creative ways.
When it comes to keeping your children under only spanking works. My husband and I were both disciplined, and we turned out fine. They sound delightful.
And how long have you and your husband been together?
About 20 years or so, I think.
Hello? You're a woman. Shouldn't that number be etched in your mind somewhere?
That's pretty sexist. I wish I could tell you more, but I honestly can't remember that far back.
It's a very strange thing to say.
Just what do you mean by that?
Get out.
Wrong way, but that's just so weird. From what you're telling us, it sounds like there's a huge stretch of your life that you can't account for.
How could she possibly take that the wrong way, Gabby? I'd like to take this time to apologize on Gabrielle's behalf. Apparently she's been taking notes from the Edie Britt School of Social Etiquette.
All I'm saying is that when you only know about one half of your life, there's no telling when the other half might come back for a visit.
Mixy, 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 mixy. Can't. Best A+ I've ever got.
Hey, honey, that smells really good.
Ponytail. Yikes, Dave, don't sneak up on me like that.
Sorry to scare you. We just got home. Can it wait? My day felt extra long today, and I just want to rest and relax for a minute. I was as busy as can be. There's so much work to do setting up the new office here. I really have patient files that have to be updated and new computers to network. Luckily, I found a
I
new
know it's like,
assistant to
I've
help
asked to
out
talk
around the
about my
office.
day and he's banging on.
I'd love to hear about your day, honey, but I'm really hungry. Is dinner almost ready? I'm really sorry, honey. It's been a long day.
You just really don't want to listen to my day.
Mom, this doesn't taste as good as your normal cooking.
Bloody hell, I hate my family.
I just don't know, dear. So anyway, how was your day?
Oh, now he asks.
Oh? Oh, what a nice idea.
Well. I'm just slapped.
I'm assuming you had a good reason to do that. I'm
Good times, charm.
Oh, are you waiting for a special delivery? Are you coming on to me? This is like a dream. The hottest housewife on Wisteria Lane coming on to me? Let's not waste any more time.
Oh. Well. Let's slap her.
assuming you had a good reason.
My wife has a thing for gardeners. Something in my gut tells me she's with him. Hello. It's nice to see you again.
Hello.
You are aware that I'm a happily married man, right? Don't mention her name again. All I want is you. Right now.
That escalated from I'm a married man to, oh yeah, let's go for it. Well, we're just gonna go out to seduce everyone.
Hey there. Do I know you?
No, but it's your
What are
lucky
you talking
day.
about?
I think she's a predator.
But isn't that a wedding ring you're wearing? I can't believe this is happening. How did I get so lucky? So where should we go to do this?
I'm happily married, or isn't that a wedding ring? But then, like, the next one, they're like, come on, crack on.
Hey, what's going on? Is it a clog? What exactly needs my attention? I'll take a peek first thing in the morning. I see. So are you suggesting what I think you're... Follow me to the bedroom. That's...
They all just go get...
How are you?
Mix, 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 mixy, mix, mixy, mixy, mix. No, oh no, oh, I'm shopping now. I don't know what I was meant to do. Oh. I'm terrible at shopping in real life.
Hey there.
I mean, it's strange. He never mentioned a wife.
Bitch.
Ouch! Was that slap justified?
Just buy all sorts. As if it's too formal for you. Pay bills. Don't charge it. Well.
But I mean, he's a cute kid, but I don't think he's ready for me just yet. Well, I guess I should be flattered. Usually when someone wants to talk to me about their son, they're not asking for my help.
How's life? I wish I could tell you. I really do. Have you ever done something so great? Well, I'm here to tell you.
I did something that great.
Oh.
I would tell you about it, but I don't want to seem like I'm bragging. On second thought, you'd have to see it to fully appreciate it. I'll tell you what. If I find it, I'll definitely make sure you see it. I'll see you later.
What was that about? Juice.
Hey, aren't you looking lovely today? Okay, what can I do for you? If you're talking about pro bono work, the pleasure would be mine. My plate, it's obvious why you'd come to me. But are you really okay with this? Then why don't we move this session? Thanks for the workout. That was great. You are... Sounds like there's going to be more of these private...
Yep. Oh.
My good friend Bree Vandekamp's dinner parties were always the talk of Wisteria Lane. She prided herself on the perfection of everything in her home. From being the perfect host
Let's say perfect hoe.
to making the perfect hors d'oeuvres.
Being the perfect hoe.
Although she was comfortable in the knowledge that she threw the best dinner parties on Wisteria Lane, Bree didn't consider herself a competitive person. However, sometimes all it takes is one little thing.
What is up with her face?
Personally, I love that we're inviting Daniel. He's got to be more fun than you all.
I know, he's different than most of the men around here. But it's not the poor guy's fault he's got more style than anyone in this room. Oh, no offense, Gabby. And Bree. Okay, no offense to anyone. It's not like he's intentionally trying to show off by doing things better than you. You know what I mean.
Susan okay?
Of course we do, Susan. You're not worried because you have nothing to lose. You've already driven every straight man in your life away.
Play wins. I won.
Another hand. Well played. It's not that I don't like Daniel. I'm just not used to feeling like I'm competing with a man in that department.
I know what
So
you mean,
frightened
Bree,
by
but
his guy.
trust me, if a gay guy is really competing with you for a man's attention, when I saw him shopping last week, his clothes were just so perfect.
That's never a problem for me.
How can you guys be so sure he's gay anyhow? It's not like he's done anything that you could definitively reason one way or the other.
Yes, I'm going to make the 5 most popular women in Fairview my models.
No.
Honey, I just don't have room for everyone. Since it sounds like I'm upstaging them, I'll just stand behind the curtain so that the flowers of Wisteria Lane can be seen in full bloom.
The right outfit can help us express many facets of our personalities, sometimes even more than mere words.
Ooh, what's happening here?
Although sometimes we choose our clothing to intentionally hide what lies beneath.
She ain't hiding out. So back home we go. Let's time how long this takes. So it's 17 minutes past 6. Let's see how long it takes for me to walk home. Nearly an hour. Jesus Christ.
So anyway, can you tell me the shipping number so I can locate the package in our store? I'm sorry, I can't issue your package until I get your shipping number.
Please say this is gonna make me go all the way home. Let's give him the shipping number and then come all the way back. I've jumped through every hoop. I have done my house. I have done the garden. Just want to be in this fashion show.
Hey, I'm a bit bogged down right now, but you probably need the shipping number, right?
Oh, there's no need to be official with me. Just call me Frank.
Well, I'll be frank with you. Frank.
Nice.
There are some things that I need to know, and I think you might be able to give me some answers.
I'm sorry. Sorry, I gotta go now.
Cause some high traffic there.
There was a point.
Hey, good luck out there.
Vincent Corsetti to my business partners. My friends call me Vinny.
Call me Vinny.
So, I just came back here to wish everyone good luck in the show.
What was this?
You could say that. All of the recent happenings in Fairview have sparked my interest in Daniel Fox is quite a celebrity in these parts, and it's quite the treat to be able to attend one of his shows. That's not my reason for coming out, but it could very well be a good reason to stay. Who knows?
I accidentally
You might
seduced
be
him.
seeing more of me in the future. That's entirely up to you.
Vinny. Hello. I just wanted to give you some information. That guy that just left here, he's bad news.
Sometimes this attention merely reinforces how we feel about ourselves. Other times, it can lead to anger and resentment.
Not quite good animation, that.
But one should be careful with the amount of attention you seek, since you never know exactly who has their eye on you.
What's the matter? You sound strange. Is everything all right?
Oh. Oh, woman, could you not have driven up the street? She doesn't exactly rush, does she? Oh, Jesus.
Jesus! I'm bleeding! Help me! They shot me! 2 men. It happened. It's all right. It doesn't even hurt. Tell Frank. I'm sorry I wasn't a better brother. I never told him how proud I am of him and how much I loved him.
We're having a
Tell him
death
for me,
scene.
please. It's so cold. I'm sorry for dragging you into this, but don't worry about me. I'm gonna be okay. I know that. I'm so tired. I'm gonna close my eyes. Take care of my begonias.
Bravo. What a death scene.
Listen, I'll tell you what I know. The murder occurred at 11 p.m. on the night in question. On that same night, 2 suspicious persons were seen 2 sets of fingerprints were found at the Fox household, and here's the kicker. There are 2 convicted felons living on Wisteria Lane at this very moment. Carlos Delfino and Michael Solis. Well, this is what I think happened. But keep that under your hat if you know what I mean. Oh, it's no problem. I'm just doing what I think is right. Hello again, Mrs. I'm sorry, but I can't really talk to you. I'm on official police business.
Do you seriously think I'm capable of that? The police said Mr. Fox was killed at 11 that night. And if you remember, you sent him home way before that.
Glad to see you made it. That's one thing I've always liked about you. You seem to find the positive side of everything.
Music's kicking in.
You're here because we need to talk. There's a hell of a lot more to Daniel's murder than you think. That's the Vincent Corsetti you really don't want to deal with. He's like a snake without the charm. That Vinny is a high-ranking member of an incredibly powerful mob family in the city.
Your little detective work just revealed the tip of the iceberg. I couldn't offer you the lifestyle you were looking for, and so I let you go. When you called me to ask me for help, I didn't know what to do, but I offered to help you in any way I could. But when you didn't show up when you were supposed to, I suspected the worst. I thought you'd left us for good. I thought you were dead. For all I knew, you just dropped off the face of the earth. When I was brought in to investigate Vincent's shady business operation, I thought I'd find you with him, but I didn't. Then I got word that he'd found someone that he was looking for, some kind of unfinished chapter in his life. Yes, Mary, I'm talking about you. Looking into Vincent allowed me to find you again, but you had a new life. I didn't want to step in where I wasn't wanted, but now I have to. You're getting too close to Vincent, and trust me, he's not the kind of person you want to get involved with.
What's happening?
There is one thing I have to ask you, though. There's a period of time where I couldn't find any records for you, like you vanished off the face of the earth. You're Mary. Can't you even remember that? Take another look at that locket I gave you. One face should be pretty familiar to you already. We took that picture at the Wood River County Fair. That was long before you got involved with Vincent, of course. It's us, and I know somewhere in the dark recesses of your mind you know it to be true. What I don't know is how you can black out on an entire section of your life.
The tension is building slightly, and I'm not fully sure why.
Glad to see you finally made it. So, now that you're here, we need to talk. Whatever. So, I've been piecing together the Solis's, the Scavos, the Vandy Camps, even your son. One thing we know for certain is that 2 people were up to committing murder.
I'm getting a little cutscene where Pretty falls in the wrong place again. I love the little cutscene.
I've learned the hard way that there are no simple choices in life. Since my departure, things seem to have gotten even more complicated for my friends on Wisteria Lane, as well as my newest neighbor. Indeed, making a choice between the status quo, the chance to live on the edge, or to rekindle a long-lost passion is a difficult and complicated affair. Sometimes we find ourselves with no other option than to make a choice, and we can find the very decision liberating in and of itself.
Look who's here. So glad you could finally join us. This is about them. There are people who want you to think of me as a bad guy. Tonight, you're gonna find out who the men in this room really are. And by the end of the evening, you're going to make a choice. You're gonna pick the man you want to spend the rest of your life with. Ask them. That's a good question. I see you haven't lost all your smarts. You'll live a life of luxury. I'll see to it that you can have everything you've ever wanted.
I really just
You'll
pick him,
never
Emma.
have to cook another meal or clean a house ever again.
Well, you could expect me to make an honest living, provide you with everything you need and some of the things you want. I'd be home every night in time for family dinner, and I'd treat you like you deserve to be treated, with respect. On a federal agent's salary, I wouldn't be able to hire anyone to take care of the housekeeping. But on the other hand, I can guarantee you I'll never hire anyone to take care of you, like Corsetti did once upon a time.
One thing's for certain, things need to be different. I'll do whatever you want, marriage counseling, a family therapist, whatever it takes. I just don't want to lose you. I can't live without you.
It sounds like you've gotten some interesting information from everyone in the room. What's your next question?
If? There's an if? I'm your husband. Love, honor, and obey. Did you forget that little part?
Actually, there's a lot to consider, whether she knows it or not.
I was investigating a hunch, one that explains everything that you can't.
Like
For
our
the
son's
past
just here,
20
just
years or
chilling.
so, you've had an acute case of retrograde amnesia. You knew something was wrong, but since your husband was kind enough to fill in all the fabricated details, you were blissfully unaware of that fact.
Come on, Larson.
That's the first sane thing you've said tonight, Vincent. There's no way she has amnesia. It's not medically possible. Don't lie to the woman, Eric.
Of course, neither of these guys are going to let you believe it, since you discovering the truth isn't exactly in their best interest.
That's enough out of you. Hey, I said...
Oh, this is a wild turn of events.
About the consequences. No matter who dies tonight, you won't take the fall. I've taken care of everything. So, and I mean this literally, fire away.
Whoa, hey, hold on.
Wait a minute. At the very least, I think we all deserve the opportunity to plead our
Oh,
cases.
bloody hell.
He's right. It's not fair. You can't pass judgment on another person without letting them have a final word.
Oh my god. Oh my god. As if.
That's my girl. It's good to see a little flash of that dark side I fell in love with. But don't worry, you won't be killing anyone tonight.
Are you really going to stand there and try to justify what you just did? You just tried to kill your husband and the father of your only child. I cannot believe you would make that kind of a decision. I mean, what's going to happen to our son? Are you just going to leave him here while you're out cavorting with this nut job and doing the Bonnie to his Clyde thing?
I don't know. Life on the run, women on the side, danger lurking around every corner. It sounds kind of cool.
The kid's up for it.
When your mom walks out of here on my arm, you'll be a Corsetti. And when it comes to women, Corsettis always get what they want. How does that sound to you?
I'm not sure, but it sounds cool to me.
No son of...
Even with all you know about me, you still sound unconvinced. Care to take a test drive?
You can't be serious. Now? You're going to have sex with this lunatic now? In our bedroom? Well, we're bound to chairs in the living room. What the hell?
What do you say we head upstairs? Keep a close eye.
Mom, can I talk to you for a minute? Alone?
God.
You know, Mom, bad doesn't even begin to describe it. You're about to bang a mob boss with Dad tied up in the living room. I may be a clueless teenager, but even I know something is really wrong with the situation. Promise me you won't do anything with that scumbag. Oh, Mom, that's gross. But then again, I really don't go for the temperamental 40-year-old mob boss type. And I really didn't think my boring mother would either. Ditching Dad and Agent Larson sounds like a plan, though, especially if you're taking me with you. And come to think of it, Eric was probably bluffing about the whole life on the run thing anyways. He's as pathetic as Dad. And I take it you want me to stay down here and hold the fort while you're upstairs getting your freak on with Fairview's Most Wanted. Standing guard down here shouldn't be a problem. Just do me a favor and try not to be too loud. You might wake the neighbors. And I really don't want to hear what you two are doing. One last thing, though. Are you sure you want to go through with this? All right. I sure...
Oh, that's funny.
What the hell?
Oh shit, what happened?
You know...
She didn't even get dressed.
Oh my god, what did you do?
I didn't have a choice. He was moving.
Yeah, he shifted a bit, but why did you shoot him?
But what if he had a gun or something? I was...
Come on! What kind of threat was he with his arms and legs tied up? No, don't. You can't. What did I ever do to deserve this? You sadistic bastard! Don't think you'll get away with any of this. They'll find you and you'll pay for everything you've done today. Everything! If you really want to do this, if you really want to kill me, then go right ahead. Pull that trigger and prepare to spend the rest of your life either living on the run or rotting away in a jail cell.
Let me tell you something. I'm not really much for running.
Oh yeah? Well, killing me in front of my wife and son is never going to work. They'll never forgive you, and they'll never forget.
Your family. Please. She was never your wife, and he was never your son. Good.
Did you click it?
When faced with tough decisions, one is often forced to make
Dead plants.
sacrifices.
Jesus.
Some of us choose to leave the comfort and stability that is the hallmark of our existence. Some make the decision to walk away from the status quo, while others choose to forgive past misdeeds, no matter how great, in pursuit of an elusive form of happiness. For without 20/20 hindsight, we will never know if our choice is the right one. With time, effort, and the support of our friends and neighbors, we will always find some way to be at peace with our decisions.
Wow, what an ending! I want a sequel. Where's the sequel to this game? Well, that was Desperate Housewives, the game, and I played it in one long stint, I'm not gonna lie, so my attention span might have dipped at times, but overall it's quite an entertaining story. I'm quite impressed. It's very telltale games, if you know what I mean, like the making your decisions, and apparently there's a few different endings, so that was the ending I chose. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video, like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.